All right. Welcome to another stream. We're going to play some Fallout 4. And today we are on Finch Farm. This farm, I, I don't really have a. I have a game plan, but I don't really have like the ultimate game plan like I usually do. I'm not real sure how I'm going to utilize this. There's a lot of room here, but some of this room is like really weird, like this little spot here. This gives me the water. This gives me access to water, which is great. um but this is in just a horrible spot, but it's got the workbench right here, so we're gonna have to work around that. Maybe rebuild this. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. Um, I don't really like on Ten Pines Bluff. I didn't take the shack out because it was sitting on a hill that is needed for the workbench. But it's a very long um it's a very long farm, kind of like Abernathy. And while I don't think anyone's gonna, I don't think anyone can use this part here, like settlers, unless I literally put the settlers up here myself, which is hard. I gotta figure out how to get them to use an elevator, basically, or it's gonna be a very long staircase. But there's a lot of room up here I could use, so not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. So we'll see how that goes. Probably gonna split this between 2 episodes, just because there's a lot I want to do here. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get all of it done in this episode, especially up there. Up there is more what I'm concerned with, not being able to get done.
You've made our family whole again.
There's
Thank you.
3 people farming and one person being a bum, and he's over here. Food is 13. I mean, it's barely more. That's one more than a typical 2 people can do. So I'm gonna look at exactly what we have as far as food goes. The Mutfruit. The great thing about Mutfruit is it's 1 per. The bad thing is it takes up a lot of space. And if you know anything about like Grey Garden, the spacing that Grey Garden has is kind of perfect. But that was done by the developers. So yeah, that was done very deliberately, perfectly spaced and everything. With like world builder tools. So yeah, and we have to use perspective, which, like I've said before, the perspective in this game is not great. Let's see what we've got corn-wise. So that's 1 worker right there with 6. Corn, it takes 2 to make 1. So we're gonna need 12 of these. Which is easy enough to space it. Just to get started with it. Moving stuff does kind of sometimes kill animations. But yeah, this looks good. As far as amenities go, like what are we putting in? Um, we're gonna, I'm gonna set it up for like having the arcades and stuff. But obviously I've got to go to Nuka World to get all of that unlocked. And I really don't want to deal with Nuka World right now. So that's 9 there. Or 8. Let's see, do I have any corn to add in? Yep, sure do. Alright. Hope everyone's Sunday is going great. Mine has been hectic, but has been okay. For those that don't know, I work on Sundays, so yeah, it's always fun to get home, kick shoes off, and relax on a Sunday. I'm sure some of you can attest to that. So we've got 2 workers worth of food here, and then some other. The razor grass, the razor green. I am not a big fan of razor green just because it looks. It's nice and big. It takes up room, but also it's hard to, like, if you're needing to get to a settler, it's hard to get that settler in your, with the settler being hidden. It's kind of, it kind of sucks sometimes. So we're gonna just do this. We're gonna put it around the this post here. Let's see, do we have more? Yep. Just alternate back and forth. I have 5 more, so. So that's 16 there. So two more? Yeah.
Who's there? Let's do this.
How did I miss? I don't like to miss.
Still in one piece.
So we know that we can have bloatflies
A
coming
whole
in
lot of
from
them are out of their minds.
over here. Let's go ahead and get our last razor green in, just so we can match the aesthetic that's established. Huh. Looks like they actually trampled their razor green. Or the bloatfly attacked it. That's funny. Okay. I stored those. Where did it put it? Oops, that's not what I want. Alright, we should be able to just...
Running a farm sure makes for a full day.
Seems to be growing well.
Got some goods I can sell you, if you're looking.
Sometimes it's just as easy as picking the fruit, so to speak. I know razor green is not a fruit, but all right. So all right, there we go. We have our razor grain almost all the way around. All right. And that gives us our 18 food, which is what we want. Next, we're going to address the water. Now, I could just use these like usual, and I probably should up by the patio area, but I could also use this. I could use this, and that would allow me to put a conduit there, connected there, and that's 40 water. So I think that's what we're going to do. Of course, that means we got to get our generator up and running. We got to then do defense. So yeah, we're going to focus on getting this area done with just our basics. Nothing fancy today. It's kind of like the slog that we did yesterday. We're just going to make small changes. Obviously, we're going to get our defenses in order. We've got to go over there too for something. So let's get our generator in place. Now, I'm thinking the generator can go like right here because we can hide it with the outhouse right here against the building. But because I don't know if that building's going to... Okay, so the building is not going to group select, which helps. Get to our conduit here. We're going to use 2 of them this time. Nothing special, just our normal way of hiding the evidence. So why are we not? Sometimes it likes to be ornery. There we go. We're going to put this here. So we have full access to it. Now, one thing that I normally don't do is, I normally don't do a 3-piece setup because I usually don't have these next to houses or in a spot that they need a radiant. But this one's gonna need a radiant, so we're just gonna set a radiant down. What I love is that I can take this, spin it around, and set that there. If you saw my last build, you saw me do this with the slog. So normally I would do that. But because I need the radiant on there, and that's the wrong one, I'm going to do that. That gives me that's a 3. I could go backwards to, yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to do this instead, and then radiant that out. That's connected, so this has there's power in here now. Now, I don't believe there was already, yeah, there's not any lighting. So we'll go ahead and add our lighting. Now I'm gonna put 4 lights here because I think it'll, or at least 2. I think 4 would look best because because of where it's wanting to put the lights. Like it's wanting to attach them to the top of the roof instead of the beam. So we're going to, oh, hold on. So we're going to let this, all right. This has plenty of power. 4 beds for those guys. No big deal. Nice and easy. And now that's going to be our focus on getting water or power to our water. So we'll go ahead and put this over it like we normally do, just so I have a wire glitch. And then we're going, so this flares out, which makes it unsuitable for a conduit, which kind of sucks, but I think we can use the vertical. I think we can still do something here. So let's go to, let's get our under. We need the underground piece, or no, we need just something to connect to. That's gonna lead to our underground piece. And I know electricity and water don't mix, but we're gonna. Alright, I'll give you. We're gonna just bury this in the stinky muddy swamp. I'm not quite happy with that placement. If you know what that reference, that stinky muddy swamp reference is to, let me know in the comments or in chat. You don't get anything for knowing it. It's just, well, you might get a cookie. Let's see, let's put this. Get that there. That one can go there. And now we're going to go up. And then we can move this to where it's poking out. Oh, that's not gonna work. So the problem obviously is we want all this buried. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Put this back where we had it. Now we can simply, hey AJ, we can simply put this little cap on. Doing good, doing good. Just enjoying my Sunday. Figured I'd entertain you guys with some Fallout 4 build mode. So that's now connected. Of course, we don't have power yet because we have to do our wire glitch. Do the wire glitch. Focus on the wire. Target the while targeting the junction, and then pick the and then select the other junction, and we have power. Now I don't really care for how this looks, but because that's angled, it's the best I can do. Of course, we'll hide this with the outhouse. But yeah, there's our water supply, and now we need to worry about defense. Well, we could worry about defense, and of course, caravanners are so annoying. Do y'all agree that caravanners are annoying? Because I find them super annoying. They don't have anything that I need because I literally don't need anything with the way I play. And it's funny that they get stuck so easily. So I know that we will get attacks from the satellite array, but that satellite array has been cleared. So hopefully nothing comes from that. Okay, I'll give you that they do make the settlement more immersive. But I just find that they always show up at the worst times for me, and their Brahmin are annoying. Like, there's sometimes they'll show up in small settlements like Ten Pines Bluff where there's really no room for them. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm the odd person for thinking that. So we're gonna put down a terminal and get it some power because need to know, well, we don't have to know, but I want to know where the enemy spawn points are. Great little great mod called settlement management for this. We're gonna look here. We're gonna load a holotape, and it is settlement management holotape. One of the you have to do it on a terminal. You can't do it on the Pip-Boy. So we're gonna go to task. We're gonna unmark, and then we're gonna mark them. And that's gonna tell us as soon as we turn the quest on in here. That's gonna tell us where our 3 spawn points are. Now, one should be, yep, one is this tree here. So we need coverage probably around there. The next one, yeah, that's what I thought. It's right here. And talk about close. That's the spawn point there. And that's the edge. So you can see that is literally right on top of it. So I'm thinking that if I come like right here and build my tower, I can get both of those spawn points with one tower. The third one is gonna be right outside here. Now this is not part of the property. Well, it's not part of the settlement. The person that made Clean and Smooth added it. They did that to three or 4 locations. They added this little seating area, which is great because it keeps the Brahmin out there. And so I think we're gonna do a 270. I think I can do one there, one there, one there with one tower. So this may be an easier build. So how I do my gun towers is I pick up a post here. I then go to, so that is in the warehouse section. I then go to the concrete section and choose the circular. Actually, I'm going to do the square on this one because we're actually going to do a double deck. since we're only going to have one facing each way, let's do a double deck on this. Now this one won't be necessary. Well, I could do that. Just have it continuity. It's not needed, but we'll make it work. So one of the things is these posts will only connect to a side. It won't connect if the floor's solid. So unfortunately it's a lot of back and forth. Let's take this out. That will allow us to do the upper level. So you can see it's not connecting to these. So, but there's an easy way around that. So we take the round and we start here. Pretty simple. And then once we have that, we now can put the other two in. Now, do you need all four of them? No, but it makes it look better. You could get away with just doing two of them and it look okay. But this way, you know that it's like fully supported. So in this scenario, it won't snap. But if you just create floor, even if you don't need the floor, it'll snap in. So this one, so I build this a little different. Let's get our ladders out. So we're going to connect there. We're going to connect there. And then we're going to connect here. So we'll start at the top because why not? So normally I would use one of the junctions that is like this, or is it yeah, it's this one. So normally I would put this here and then go down. Or go with a curve down. However, I need two of these for this one because I've got 3 turrets. I don't want lengthy wires. Says the person that actually added wires to the castle so that it looks like the wires are holding the pole up. Alright, so we're going to now once you have established a point, you can so you can see those are a little bit off. We're gonna come in here. That's pretty darn close. Alright, so I don't need the 4 obviously, but it helps line up stuff. Alright, there's that. Now we're gonna go to the first one. And this time we're gonna pick the one like this. Now, again, I don't need the 4. I'm just using the 4 to help line it up. There we go. And this is where the wire glitch will come in real handy, because those are completely hidden. We're going to close that. We're then going to... Now here, we're going to use the 3. And then we're going to go back. So, unfortunately, if I do this now, that the conduit is going to go into the post, which is fine for most situations, but what I want is I want it to come back out of that post. So I'm going to go to these, not that, this one. So these turn in on themselves. Grab it from this side. Now you can see that that's sticking out of that post. Now most people would just connect it from there. I like to do some other... I like to be creative a little bit. So normally I could do that, or just connect this to it. Something like that. What we're going to actually do is we're going to have it slope down. Now these are temperamental as hell, so come back. So basically we just made a curve with a twist in it. And now we can... So in the description of the video, of the live, there's a Nexus, there's a link to Nexus, and that collection is a collection of all the mods I use. So I don't use, so everything I do is based in what is physically possible with no mods, other than clean and smooth and the vertical conduits. You have to have those too to be able to do what I'm doing with how the settlements look. Now you can, and I'll show you a way to do it without the vertical conduits. I'll show you a way to do, like, this right here is actually how I did it until vertical conduits came out. So I just ran a wire. I had that pointing down, ran a wire, and then that pointing down. And then I would turn this, like this one, I would turn it, use a small 90 there, and then a down junction to go down and then connect to the ground. All the underground wiring, all of that is 100% available to do within the game. You don't need a mod. Now, I did 2 videos on how to do it. You can check those on my channel. But and I encourage you to do that. But if you still have questions on how it all works, there is a channel called School Zone, and he does the no mod shot class. He plays on PS4, or PS4, PS5, and he uses absolutely no mods. So, and he has a build called Vault 42 that he made. Oh my gosh, the things this guy does without mods is amazing. I base everything I do on, can it be done without a mod, yes or no? If it's a no, then I ask myself, is it justified in the lore? So that being said, the vertical conduit, can it be justified in the lore? Yes, because there's already conduits. I mean, who's to say somebody didn't take that long piece of conduit we lay on the floor and run it up the wall? That is a justifiable mod based on what we already have in the game. Can I justify the image, the pictures I use? No, not really. Those are just because I'm a pervert sometimes. I'm an adult. I get to do things that I want to do. If I want to look at cartoon images like that, then fine. I get to do that. Does that mean it appeals to everybody? No. Do I care? No. So just realize that not everything you see is justifiable. But when it comes to settlement building, I try to justify everything I do with a mod by having it as, 1, lore. Does the lore allow it? And 2, if it doesn't allow it, why am I using it? Is it because I want to use it because it looks cool? Or am I using it because I just want to use it because it makes me happy? Case in point, why do I use this bodysuit? It's a modified vault suit. Why? Because I think it looks cool. Why do I use the billboard mod that turns all the billboards into basically sex ads? Yeah, that's because I'm a pervert. So yeah, there's things I do that aren't justifiable. There's things I do that are mechanics of the game that I just use a cheat to exploit a little easier. Like, here's an example. This razor grass. Normally this razor grass, you couldn't get it this close to this pillar. Okay, I could spend the time to rug glitch or conduit glitch that into where they are. Or I can just use place everywhere and do it that way. I encourage people to play their way. You want to play with mods? Play with mods. You don't want to play with mods? Don't play with mods. So don't think that just because I play the way I play means you have to play the way that way too. And I'm sorry for ranting about mods. So let's turn the attack points off because we no longer need them. And there is our turret tower. Now, that should cover that over there and over there with no problem. I could put another turret on this side just to be a little closer to that. But for now, they have enough defense. Nothing's going to attack them. But the three main mods I use when it comes to immersion stuff is vertical. The vertical conduit mod, clean and smooth, and CBBE. Those are the three main ones. And then for those that don't know, CBBE is a mod that alters the female body within the game. More detail, less polygons. So yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Jake's over here with nothing to do. Let's give Jake something to do. So Jake's gonna be our guard. Where did he go? There he is. Gonna be a guard.
Got it.
Yeah, shoot the Brahma. That would be great. Alright. So, again, thank you for the question. Anyone that has a question, fire away. I'll get to it as soon as I see it. Unfortunately for me, I don't have super chats yet. I don't have memberships or anything like that. Still trying to grow the community. I go live almost every day of the week. At least 6 days a week I'm live at 6 p.m. and again at 8 or 10 depending on. So I'm at least live 6 p.m. every day. Most days I'll go live at 6 with a football game from Madden. So I play Madden 24. Well, I'm playing 3 seasons of Madden under franchise mode, trying to three-peat. Three Super Bowls in a row. Season 2 is not starting out good. I'm 0-1. Ravens beat me by 1. So that's what I do usually at 6 p.m. Eastern. At 8 p.m. we do Fallout 4. Content. It's this kind of building. Hey Kellogg. It's settlement building. For those that don't know, I started the game and immediately went into settlement building. I actually never even bothered with Garvey. I avoided Concord like the plague, and I avoided Garvey. I avoided getting all his radiant quests because it's annoying to get all his radiant quests when I already know what all his freaking radiant quests are. I actually did not get go help Garvey until Oberlin Station glitched on me. When Oberlin Station glitched and required me to report back that I cleared the threat, I then went and got Garvey, or rescued Garvey, just to take care of that glitch. But overall, I really didn't have to do that, but I did just to save me some headache, and I really wanted to do Oberlin Station. So I did that, and we're just working our way around the map. Garvey won't give me Radiant Quest at this point. I don't know if I broke something with by doing it this way. I don't know if I've just gotten to a point where I'm ahead of where the game thinks I should be. So my goal right now is simply to clear out all the quests that I have. Now, that being said, these are the quests I have right now. Some of these I don't want to do, some I do. This one I have no interest in. No interest in. No real interest in that. No real interest in that one. This one I save. I don't do this one yet. Unless I come across the battle site. Vault 88, I have no interest in building Vault 88 right now. So we're going to... And I never do this mission. Never. Unless I'm going to side with Brotherhood of Steel. This mission is a no-go for me. This one I got by accident. All aboard. Nuka-Cola. Like I said, I need to do Nuka-Cola. But we're going to do that on an After Dark live stream. So 2 days a week, Sundays and Mondays, we do a 10 o'clock After Dark stream. That is no building. We're doing missions. We're doing what we need to do to level up, that kind of stuff. And we just work our way through the Commonwealth at that point. So, this is technically a functioning settlement, but I want to do more. So, one of the things I want to do is build a boardwalk, so to speak, right here. And I have a plan on how I'm going to do it, but at the same time, I'm not 100% that plan's going to work. Such is my life. So we're going to build the boardwalk, but we're going to build the boardwalk backwards to what most people would consider a boardwalk. We're going to use the barn floor. Now, I'll use a actual concrete floor tile, or not concrete, but a masonry floor tile to start with, so because I can bury it deep, I have control of its height. Then we're going to start putting these down. And if I did things right, so they're going to start lifting off the ground. So maybe I'm not going to use those. So the only other one I can think to use is the one with the stilts. These. Yeah, this will look good. Alright, so right here, I think is a good spot to drop down. But so I want to drop down 2 steps. My question is, will these then connect? No, they won't. Okay. Good to know. So we're going to go to here, go to stairs. And see here, the stairs go too far down for my liking, but see, this is the problem with some things with this game is while the idea is there, the execution's not. So this. So let's do this. Because we are going to need this to be double wide. No, that's not going to connect where I want. Excuse me. So what we got to do is try to figure out how to raise this. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because I think it's kind of boring when it's just all the same level. For like a boardwalk, I think having the drop downs makes it kind of cool. But if I do the drop downs, I don't know. If I do the drop downs here, oops. So this is where it gets really weird. What will connect at the bottom and what won't. So like this, it won't even go up. So that means this is of no use. This one, I would use this, but it's a full length, and I don't want a full length one. So where I think I'm going to go is over here to warehouse, grab this one. Now this I know will connect top and bottom, but it's a little bit taller. But I think if I go here, the question is, do I really want to go that far down? Because like I said, most of the time when you see boardwalks that do take steps down, they only take a single, like 1 or 2 steps down. So let's see if this will connect. And this is where you just have to take your time. You obviously don't be in a rush, because if you're in a rush, you're gonna do something that pisses you off, and it's like, why did I do that? I didn't need to do that. So this might not be the most elegant way to do this. But that actually did turn out pretty straight. Very straight. We're going to lower that to there. See how that looks. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. I like that. Oh, that works perfectly. Just a simple lining, line it up, and you're good to go. And then can do. And I think we can now. Obviously, that's outside of our area, but if we can get it to accept it out there, then we'd be set. Yes. Okay, so disclaimer. If you are not running the build everything mod, that's not gonna work. That is me building outside the settlement off of a glitch off of a mod. So this is just pure decoration. Cool decoration, but it's pure decoration. So the question is, does it stay or does it go? I like that. How many did I do? I did 3 there, do 3 here. So we're gonna store these. I'm curious. I don't think these will snap. Because they're wanting to go down instead of up from this side. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm down with that. Alright, so we're going to turn these around. And then we're going to lift this up. Oh wait, I can't do that. Because I need to have the space to lift. Nope. Place these back here. Try this again. So we're gonna put these in. Oops. Now we're just going to lift this into place. Let's lift it first to make it easier. We'll grab here. So we're on the leading edge. We can easily see when it starts to clip in. There we go. I think that's perfect. What we'll do is we'll have it where the entrance to the boardwalk's right here, I think. Like that. We'll do that, and then they can go left or right. I think I am going to do the standard where all the stalls are on the back side. I'll do the games. I'll probably do games like right here. So yeah, that's going to be fun. All right. Because I can't really do anything on this side. Or if I do stuff on this side, then they have to walk through stalls, through an opening in the stalls to do that. So let's grab I think I'm gonna have to do a quest to get what I'm wanting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a quest to get the arcade cabinets that aren't part of the creation club. Don't get me wrong, the ones in the creation club are great. They're easy because you get them instantly, but they're also... Okay, I did not know that this was a mod that I had. That's kind of cool. Nuka fridge. Alright, so for now, we're going to leave this empty other than our stalls. And of course, the 2 stalls I install everywhere is a bar and a clinic. They seem to produce the most happiness. They're easy. And I really like the way they look. So, stores. We're going to go food and drink. We're going to go to the bar. We're just going to place it down. And then we can line it up. The great thing about these floors is they literally have guidelines on there for you. Alright, that's doing that because of those steps. So, you might be asking, well, how do you tie that into that spot? This is where the rug glitch comes into play. Now, the rug glitch has a glitch of its own that is unfortunately seen as a problem unless you know how to combat it. So we're going to put that there and that there. We're then going to place that on it, on the rug, if it's gonna work. Some items work better than others. So if this jumps up, which it did not, this is not gonna work on that rug. Okay, so that being said, we'll just use conduit glitch. There's glitches for everything. Gotta love it. And get this. That in place. Now, the bad thing about this is you really only have one attempt, and then you have to go move the whole thing again. So I think that is the edge I want. Nope, it's one off. So now if I group select it, it's going to select the whole thing. So I'll find there's a better way to do that. There's got to be, we want the, we really want the lead edge. We want to be able to see the lead edge. So we're going to do that. Yeah. So see how I can now go over the step and it not jump up? That's what we're looking for. And place it. It's a little bit off. but I can fix it with the clinic part. Or maybe I can fix it. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. So that's that little bit of overlap. These are really designed to be one floor tile in size. I don't need this anymore. And I can go to the clinic, grab the clinic, and there we go. Now, because of where they stand, it's really hard to make it to do a turn here. So we'll just go ahead and not put and I'll just do 2 trader ones. I'll do this one, which is cheaper, and then I'll do this one, and this lets them get behind. Obviously right now they can get behind otherwise, but I can also then say, well, I want this to be like a freestanding, like a stall. So if I do that, if I take these off, I can put them back on. Now I don't want these because I want to be able to see the landscapes. Now this one's going to be harder because this one I'm going to have to glitch in if I do that. Maybe not. Maybe I could do... Maybe... Let's see. So I won't need, I'll need these, but I don't need them right this second. So I can use them, then take this, all this stuff off. So I've said this before, using walls is kind of trivial. Like, you can make your walls look however you want, and they can serve so many purposes. Like here, I used walls to go around this way so that I could make this corner. Now they do make a corner piece. I could have used a corner piece just as easy. But I like this. And we're gonna, but that would be what I'd do. That would be one way to do it. But there's something better we can use, and that's these. So if I do this, now I have a picture window all the way across, and we're going to come all the way to the end, and we're going to block these off. Alright, so this looks cohesive. You have that, which is literally giving you each stall its own little picture, you know, for the sightseers. Everyone loves sightseers, or everyone loves being a sightseer. One of the two. And then we can cover these guys. So these guys are protected from the elements. They're in just little stalls. I can then build that same stall system here. I can put those same stalls, that same design here, and that builds my boardwalk. That literally makes this into a boardwalk. Now, yes, that's dangerous. That's not advised. There would be a handrail there, yada yada. Remember, we're dealing with idiots, not morons. There is a difference. Oops, those need to be turned. Continuity is a big thing with me. If these guys are going one way, I want these guys to go the same way. All right. Now, for a little perceived safety, because we know we're not dealing with a safe environment, but oh well, we're gonna make it look safe. We've got some railings here. And if you go out on the pier, yeah, good luck to you. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I can't put them out there because obviously the system will let me move them but out there, but it won't let me place them out there. And we're just going to leave those last three open for people to fish, whatever. Maybe we go one more out. I don't know. And then here, I could leave this open because technically we're going to build the arcade stuff over here. So I could do that. And finally the floor pieces to snap in here. And that will actually just hold the that will be for the arcade itself. So we're just going to put a solid wall back there. I'm not going to bother putting a roof on it yet, because I don't know how exactly they're going to fit in there. Like I said, I have to do the Nuka-Cola quest. So once I finish Nuka-Cola and get all the arcade stuff from Nuka-Cola, then that will be then I'll be coming back here to finish that. Plan on doing Nuka-Cola probably over the next 2 nights. So 10 o'clock, I should be doing Nuka-Cola tonight. So obviously check out that live stream. And we'll have that on tap. If you have a suggestion on a settlement, I have not done yet. Most of the western settlements are not done under Oberlin Station. So anything south of Oberlin Station hasn't been done. Yeah, I still got a lot of things to do here. I want to do the stuff up on the overpass. Although I gotta figure out how to get the settlers up there, because I don't know if a ladders or a stairs is gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to do either mixture of elevators and stairs, or just hope that stairs work. Obviously, I'm not real sure what to put up here, but what I think I can put up here would be some cool lookout spots, like scenic spots along this side of the roadway, and then on this side maybe some like box cars or something like that to use as like little bedrooms. So we'll see. I haven't decided on that yet. The main goal today was to expand it and get our defense, our water, make sure that we had everything we need. I don't really feel that expanding beyond 10 is necessary as usual. The castle, I did 15, but I think I'm going to end up doing 25 on that one. 36 seems to be kind of the max you want in a settlement before things start breaking. One of my mods is definitely affecting settlers though, because I have a really tough time getting settlers to do what I ask. Like in the slog, everyone wants to farm. No one wants to be a merchant. No one wants to do anything but farm. So we'll see, especially the named characters. So yeah, we'll tackle this. We could use this as the top of the arcade and then put a ladder there, up there, and maybe do something up there. Maybe put turrets there. I don't know. We'll see when it comes to us coming back here to Finch Farm. But for today, thank you for watching. Thank you for the conversation in the chat. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 500 subs by the end of October. I know, lofty goals, right? By the end of October, I want to be at 500, and till for about 30 minutes, I'm going to come back around 8 o'clock. We're going to do more Fallout. It's all Fallout today, no Madden. So more Fallout in about 30 minutes. I will see you then with our first Nuka-Cola stream. We're going to go to Nuka-Cola or Nuka World and deal with the raiders out there. Those jerks need to die. So, but we've got to go through all the steps because we want to get the power turned back on, and without going through the entire raider quest, we can't turn the power on. So at least tonight, from about 8 to 9:45, we're going to be doing Nuka World. And then again at 10 to about midnight, we will do another Nuka World stream. I just have to get food between those two times. So, yeah. Anyways, wherever you are in the world, have a good day, night, or evening. Day, evening, or night. Sorry. And until then, I'm Scorpion Taz, and I'm out.